He is a leader of men. He a gym rat. All he do is play football. All he do is drink football. All he do is eat football. He's a gym rat. This is basketball. He be in the gym all day. This kid is a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? He ain't afraid to lead. He don't run from it. You know what I'm saying? You look at Tampa, you know who the leader of that team is. Ain't no ifs, buts, or whatever. You know Jameis Winston. You know Jameis Winston is that darn dude. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't talk about it. That ninja mentioned on one of his shows, hey, Deshaun Jackson, he left Washington. And there's only one reason why he went. There's only one reason why he went to Tampa. Because he wanted a better quarterback. They're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna tell you Deshaun Jackson rather play for Jameis Winston than that old Redskin quarterback. I don't even know his name. Kirk Cousins, Captain Kirk, whatever his name is. He wanted to play for Jameis Winston. You got Mike Evans, you got Deshaun Jackson. They came out there, they stuck a mud hole on Big L's Chicago Bears. Give it up for Jameis Winston, man. All I gotta do is that. He's just solid. He's just solid, man. And I don't talk about another kid, man. And this kid right here, man, he was done wrong by Kevin Sumlin. You know, Johnny Manziel left Texas A&M, right? So Kenny Hill took his place. First few games, they started like 3-0, 4-0, right? So maybe 3-0, started maybe 4-0. And then, you know, this guy named Kyle Allen, he came to Texas A&M after Johnny Manziel. And, you know, boosters, the regents, whatever, you know, there's white money. So guess what? White money, they want a white quarterback. So now, Kevin Sumlin said, hey, man, Kenny Hill is our starting quarterback. He has showed me in the spring ball and that he showed me in fall practice, spring practice, he's the best quarterback for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Texas was going to play for Kevin Sumlin, right? He was killing it. Texas recruiting, he was killing them because they liked what Kevin Sumlin was doing, right? They lost a game. They lost another game. They sitting at 4-2. Well, they lost 3 in a row. And the local media in College Station, they were saying it was the quarterback fault. This, that, and nothing. Blah, blah, blah. It's quarterback fault. Blah, blah, blah. They ain't saying nothing about the offensive line. They ain't saying nothing about the wide receivers making plays. That's reserved for white quarterbacks. That's reserved for white quarterbacks. Well, Kenny Hill, he transferred out of TCU after they gave that job to Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen, he left. He only played half a season. He left. He went to SMU. You know, he left Texas A&M. And ever since Kevin Sumlin got rid of Kenny Hill, his recruiting has went down. He done had that buzz on him because he sold his soul to the darn regents and the boosters of Texas A&M when he benched that get this kid Kenny Hill. They gave that job to Kyle Allen. Now, black quarterbacks don't trust him. He can't get no big time black quarterback. He lost some recruiting. So the sign is on the wall for Kevin Sumlin. He sold his soul. He didn't back the darn black. He didn't back the black quarterback. He sold his soul, so I hurt him on recruiting. Now, hey y'all, I'm telling you right now, the white regents, they not gonna love you no way. So you might as well put your players in there till they fire you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put a quarterback in there, then because the boot state put a quarterback in there, that's going to hurt your recruiting, which it has done. So let me get to Kenny Hill. Kenny Hill transferred to TCU. Now last year, his first year at TCU, it wasn't great, But hey, man, I know they ain't talk about this, but TCU, they went over to Arkansas, SEC team, and they stomped a mud hole. They stomped a mud hole in the Arkansas Razorbacks. Let me give you the numbers for Kenny Hill. You know what I'm saying? Now, TCU 3-0 in the Big 12. 3-0. He 3-0 in the Big 12. He's solid. Let me give you his numbers against Big L's Arkansas Razorbacks. Now, Big L in Doug's chat room talking about this gossip after another. Doug talk about Kevin Hart. Doug talk about this. Doug talk about that. But Big L didn't come in there and say nothing about his Arkansas Razorbacks getting the dog walked on them. Kenny Hill, 365 yards, 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? 365 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions against the SEC Arkansas Razorback team, and you ain't hear nothing about it. Big up Kenny Hill. All Kevin Sumlin had to do was have faith. All Kevin Sumlin had to do was show faith in Kenny Hill, and he would still be on top that he was after Johnny Manziel left. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. If you want to call on the show, 704-618-0192. You want to email me at junglebrotherradio@yahoo.com. Like I said, if you want to call into the show, 704-618-0192. 704-618-0192. That's all he had to do. Buffalo Bills. Now, I've been listening to a little bit of sports radio, and a little bit of sports radio I had. You heard, you had people calling about their quarterbacks, right? Now, I listen to white sports radio, right? And I listen to like maybe 30 minutes, right? I didn't hear not one phone call. Of a Chicago Bulls fan calling in saying, "Hey man, we got to get rid of Mike Glennon and put in Trubisky in." I ain't hear that phone call. I didn't hear nobody talking about sorry ass San Francisco 49ers. I ain't hear nobody calling there. I ain't hear nobody calling in about the Cincinnati Bengals. I only heard phone calls about 2 quarterbacks. One was Dak Prescott, and one was Tyrod Taylor. Now tell me something, man. Tyrod Taylor, Dak Prescott, they have proven they could play in this league. They have proven they could play in this league. So why are their jobs even being considered? Why nobody calling talking about the Jets quarterback situation? Huh? Why nobody calling talking about Eli? Why nobody calling talking about Phillip Rivers with the 0-2 charges? Why nobody talking about Josh McCown? Why nobody calling talking about Mike Glenn? Why is ESPN Fox? Why are they talking about Tyrod Taylor? Why are they talking about Dak Prescott? I mean, of course they ain't watching during Buffalo Bills Panthers game. Now I'm boycotting the NFL, but I'm only watching games with black quarterbacks and black coaches. So Giants, Detroit fit my prerequisite last night. So Sunday, I watched the Panthers and the Bills because they had two black quarterbacks. And you got all these bum ass Buffalo Bill fans calling in, talking about they want to see rookie Nate Peterman. Nate Peterman couldn't beat out Josh Dobbs at Tennessee. He couldn't beat out Josh Dobbs at Tennessee, but no. John Gruden think Nate Peterman is so good, he's the best quarterback in the draft, you know what I'm saying? So the Bills, they trade 12 gauge. They didn't re-sign E.J. Emanuel. They didn't re-sign E.J. Emanuel. Sorry ass Bill fans calling for Tyrod Taylor to be taken out of the game. Now tell me something. If you watch that game, you can't say Tyrod Taylor cost you the darn game. Everybody listen to Black Quarterback and Coach's Show on Real Cat Sports Radio. I'm Jungle Brother. I done ran off a lot of folks. They ain't used to this type of radio. They ain't used to the Public Enemy style sports radio. I done ran a whole lot of people off. Hey man, this show ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This show make a lot of people feel uncomfortable because I'm not tickling their ears. You can't tell me, as a Buffalo Bills fan who hasn't made the playoffs since 1999, just think of that, folks, since 1999. Lonzo Ball was in the diapers last time the Bills made the playoffs. Lonzo Ball was in the diapers. Now, these Buffalo Bill fans, they calling for Tyrod Taylor's job, man. Why? These Dallas Cowboy fans calling in, talking about Dak Prescott. Now, let me tell you something about Tyrod Taylor. You know, solid. You know what I'm saying? Tyrod Taylor. He didn't turn the ball over. He led the team in rushing. He had 125 yards. That is the same. Didn't they tell y'all Matt Stafford played well? Matt Stafford had 122 yards. Tyrod Taylor had 125 yards. They saying he had a bad game. Go figure. 8 carries, 55 yards against a stout Panther defense. And number 2, name me the Buffalo Bills wide receiver he could throw to. Other than the tight end Clay. Name a wide receiver for Buffalo that could take a 5-yard pass like Ben Roethlisberger got and take it to the house. Name me a Buffalo Bills wide receiver. Buffalo traded their best wide receiver. A guy who can make plays for Tyrod Taylor. They traded him away. Deshaun Kaiser. Look at him. Look what kind of numbers Deshaun Kaiser would have if he had his number 1 wide receiver. Who the NFL, this guy cleaned himself up. He's not in the program. But they won't let him play. Big time wide receiver that can help during Deshaun Kaiser develop. You know, they called in, they talking about, got this darn mosquito in it. They talking about Dak Prescott. They talking about Tyrod Taylor. But you ain't getting no calls on a red rifle in Cincinnati. I don't know if Doug read that article. Doug read a whole bunch of articles. Did Doug tell y'all that Cincinnati Bengals players want Kaepernick in the game? They want the Cincinnati Bengals to sign Kaepernick? Did y'all sports radio guys tell y'all that? Did y'all sports radio guys tell y'all that the Cincinnati Bengals players want Colin Kaepernick? They want the Bengals to sign Kaepernick. But the Cincinnati fans, Cincinnati that borders Ohio and Kentucky, they in hill country. They want the red rifle. They don't care. They don't care what the red rifle do. They don't care what the red rifle do. They don't want no black quarterback. There's already a black ass defense. The NFL already